Hello tipsters and tricksters, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another vintage tips and tricks video. If you're new to my channel, my name is B. I am a vintage glamour enthusiast and musician. I make vintage beauty and style videos with a little bit of sustainability, veganism and lifestyle thrown in for good measure. If that sounds like your jam, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when my videos come out. Today is a video that I have been wanting to do for the longest time. I don't know why I would want to do this to myself, but I have read a lot of blog articles and things about terrifying food from the mid-20th century, and I've always wanted to try the recipes. I'm sure you guys have seen on Pinterest and stuff, various recipes, particularly from the 1950s of things in like aspic jelly and bizarre combinations of things together, and the way things are presented, like sandwich loaves that are covered in cream cheese and things. Just, yeah. I will be trying some of those as well. But one that always looked very intriguing to me was 1001 Sandwiches by Florence Cowles. This woman, who apparently was from Boston, there's not a whole lot known about her, but she became very famous for her sandwich books. The first one appeared in 1928 and it was a book of 500 sandwiches in an American edition, and in 1929 they released a UK edition, a British edition. She then went on to write her book 1001 Sandwiches in 1936, which is the one that has become very famous and that quite a lot of blogs have taken recipes out of, and that I'm going to be trying some recipes from today.
What have you got if you haven't got love?
The reason this book is so famous is because how Florence became such a sandwich celebrity, we will never know, because I have looked through the book. I found it online. You can actually hire it from an online library for free. I read through the book and I did not see any sandwiches I particularly want to eat. There seems to be two types of sandwiches in there. Ones that seem like they would be okay, but then she fails to do any seasoning or sauces or anything to make them taste interesting, so they would be very bland or very dry. Or she just puts the weirdest stuff together that should just never ever be in the same recipe. So today we're going to try those two types of sandwiches. I'm going to be trying some sandwiches that seem like maybe they would be okay, and some sandwiches that are just completely wacko. So on my little plate here that I will show you guys up close, this looks like a very unassuming, nice afternoon tea. I have some finger sandwiches here and I've got a little bit of kombucha. I'm not really a tea drinker and I didn't want to drink coffee, so I felt like kombucha was fine, especially given the contents of these sandwiches. So what we have here is a green pea sandwich, an avocado sandwich one, a green olive sandwich, a ham and banana sandwich, and a peanut butter and dill sandwich. Now, I have got a behind the scenes video that I put out for my patrons, so if you guys did make it over here after watching that video, congratulations, well done. But there was behind the scenes of me making these sandwiches and the recipes, but to give you guys a quick rundown of what is in each one, you can find this online in Florence's book, but the green pea one is celery, nuts, green peas and mayonnaise. The avocado sandwich is ketchup, paprika, avocado, and bacon. Everything that has required something that's not vegan, I've just substituted the vegan equivalent. We have green stuffed olives, capers, and butter, or margarine in my case, ham and banana, and then peanut butter and dill pickles. Like, that is what is in those sandwiches. And I am going to be trying them and telling you what I think they are like, because maybe the woman was onto something. I mean, she had to have a reputation for some reason, right? Even though this sounds completely mental. I did follow her instructions in presentation as well. I made everything finger sandwiches, but if she told me to mix ingredients together, I mixed them. So for example, the avocado does not look like that because it's been sitting there for a long time. She instructed that you mix the ketchup and the paprika into the avocado, which made it look all brown and ugly. So there are some things about it that I would say could be improved in terms of aesthetics. Same with the banana and the ham, like mashing the banana up and chopping the ham into little pieces and mixing it all together kind of looks like it's already been eaten. Not really appetizing. But the capers and olives and the pea sandwich are something I might pick up. If I was at a party and I saw this on a plate and I didn't know what it was, I would take a chance on those two sandwiches. So, you know, little feedback, Florence. I mean, you're probably long gone, but maybe think about the presentation side of things a little bit more. Girl, did you make some of these sandwiches before you put them in your book? I don't know if you made 1,001 sandwiches. Like, recipe testing. That's all I'm saying, okay? Let's start with this green pea sandwich. It is on a brown bread. For those of you who aren't familiar with my channel, I do follow a plant-based diet and a vegan lifestyle, so everything in these sandwiches is vegan. I'm also gluten-free, so it's a gluten-free bread. So the likelihood that they're gonna be dry is pretty high, as all gluten-free sandwiches tend to be. So I won't be judging Florence on that factor. I'm mainly going to be judging her obviously on the contents of the sandwich, what's inside, what is the filling like. I anticipate this won't be too bad. It kind of reminds me of the edamame sandwich filling from Hot for Food, which I adore, but just doesn't have a lot of seasoning. That's my main concern, but all right, let's just do it. Yeah, it just tastes like celery and peas. Like, it has there's no seasoning, there's no salt or pepper. It's just nuts, it's walnuts, celery, and mashed peas, and that's what it tastes like. It tastes very green. I mean, it's not disgusting, it's just, I wouldn't choose to eat it, let's put it that way. If this had, it does have some mayonnaise in it. It needs a lot more mayonnaise. It needs salt and it needs pepper, and then maybe it would be more palatable. This recipe could definitely be improved, but as is, this is, yeah. I'm not even gonna have another bite, like, no. I honestly expected better than that from that sandwich. Anyway, moving on. The second sandwich we have is the avocado sandwich 1. That's what she's called it in the book. It is mashed avocado with salt and pepper, ketchup, or tomato sauce as we say in Australia, and paprika. And then I've used this brand, This Is Not Bacon, which is a really good bacon substitute if anyone is looking for one. Like, I think it's probably the most realistic one that I've found. When I say realistic, I just mean it hits the spot the best way. I don't think vegan substitutes ever really, don't come for me vegans, but I just don't think you're ever gonna feel like it's like the real thing, but it does kind of hit the spot when you're craving something. So that's what I've used as my bacon. My one qualm when making this was like, why do I have to mix all of the ketchup and paprika into the mashed avocado? Because it made it look really ugly, and I feel like the flavors are gonna disappear then, but you know, that's how I'm going in with it. But I wanna be open-minded because perhaps it will be okay. This just tastes like what it is, which is a bacon avocado sandwich with ketchup, and actually, it's quite tasty. Again, it could definitely be elevated, but this is just like, this is something that a normal person would eat. She had an interesting way of presenting it, but honestly, this is quite good. I'm actually quite hungry, so I'm gonna eat this. Red lipstick in sandwiches is never a good idea. I don't know why I thought that was the way to go. It's not even like a long stay lipstick either. I'm just asking for trouble today. Also, the contents of these sandwiches is very like, get stuck in your teeth, like style. There's lots of like little chopped up green pieces. So if I have something terrible in my teeth, I do apologize. All right, I've put these in order of terrifyingness. And this next one, it doesn't look too bad to be honest, but yeah, taste wise, I don't know. Let me show you what it looks like. This kind of looks okay. Maybe like it's got cream cheese or something in it, which it doesn't, it's just butter. And this is, the thing about this recipe was like, there was so much butter in it. The ratio of butter to capers and olives was like, oh, okay, that's surprising. So, cheers. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. And to be honest, because of the butter ratio being so high, it does cancel out some of the like sour saltiness of the capers and the olives, which I was worried about when I was making the recipe. I was like, this is gonna be really full on. But the butter does kind of make it a bit more calm. I do think it's a heart attack in a sandwich. Like, this is supposed to be creamed butter, not margarine. Not that margarine's any better, it's just oil, but it's a lot of butter. And again, it just, there's no seasoning or anything in it. It's just the taste of brine and butter. So yeah, like honestly, I would say this is better than the pea one because the pea one was just so bland, whereas this at least has a few different flavors in it, surprisingly. But yeah, not something I would make for a dinner party, and I don't even think I would bother to try and elevate this. Like, I wouldn't try and make the recipe better. I just don't think it's a recipe that should exist. And that's sad because like I really love pickled food. Like I'm really into sauerkraut, olives, dill pickles, pickled onions. Like I'm nuts for them. I'd rather eat those than like sweet foods like chocolate and cake and ice cream. I really, really like them, but this is no. I mean, if anyone should like this sandwich, it's me, and no. No. Okay, guys, we're up to the mashed banana sandwich. Yeah, I'll show you this one up close as well because this is just, like I said, I mean, this looks like, sorry. I'm not excited about eating this. This already looks like it's been eaten by someone. So that's not good. And plus, because the banana is mashed, it's gone all brown. Like it's just, I just don't think mashed banana should ever be in a sandwich, and especially not with ham. But hey, bottoms up. That is actually not as bad as I was expecting it to be. I mean, it doesn't taste amazing, but I guess because like ham and pineapple taste good together, you know, so it kind of works. I mean, I wouldn't say it's great, but apart from the avocado and bacon sandwich, this is probably the best one I've eaten so far. And I honestly can't believe I'm saying that. That's actually really surprising. No one would pick it up off the plate to eat it, but actually it's not that bad, which makes me intrigued now about bananas, ham, and hollandaise. Bananas hollandaise is like a famous 1950s recipe. So now I'm intrigued. Maybe that's not as bad as it seems like it would be. I might have to try that recipe. I'm actually gonna take another bite. Okay, I'm sure I have terrible stuff in my teeth, so I'm sorry. But we are at the lucky last sandwich, and that is the one I thought sounded the most terrifying, which is peanut butter and dill pickles. Now, it could almost sound redeemable if you think of like the cucumber sandwich, which is like butter and cucumber. So maybe it's a twist on that, and maybe Florence was onto something. I mean, she did surprise me with the banana and ham sandwich, but we'll see. So this is this one up close. It looks interesting. I mean, she kind of just looks like a sandwich really, but I mean, a dill pickle is very recognizable. I feel like someone's gonna look at this and just be like, peanut butter and dill pickle in a sandwich, like I can see you. And I just don't think so. I don't think so, you know? Praying to whoever's above me that this is not gag worthy. Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. Oh my god, that's disgusting, and I can't, like, because peanut butter just sticks all over the inside of your mouth. It's like glued the flavors to my taste buds. No, don't try this. Okay. Yeah, that's not redeemable. I thought maybe because like lemon and peanut butter is okay together, or like lime and peanut butter, but no. Yeah. Okay, guys. So that's the verdict on that. Unsurprisingly, avocado and bacon taste good. The biggest surprise of all was definitely the mashed banana and ham. Not to say that if you guys try it that you're gonna love it, but I think if you tried it, you would be quite shocked that it's more palatable than your imagination is gonna make you think it's gonna be. I would say the worst one, well, the worst one by far, why am I even questioning that? The worst one by far was the peanut butter and dill pickle, but I'm not surprised about that. Like, it was worse than I imagined it was gonna be. I think the most surprising in terms of being bad was the pea one. I really thought that celery and nuts and peas with mayonnaise could have some promise. I just think it's the ratio. I really think that could be improved and probably be a really nice sandwich filling, but not with the recipe the way that it is. And just, I would never in a million years eat the caper and olive sandwich with all the butter in it either. Like, just no. Let me know if you would ever try any of these sandwiches, guys, just to see what they were like so you could say for yourself what your opinion is. I'm always someone who would try anything once, which is why I wanted to make the video. I just thought it was gonna be really fun. And honestly, I'm really open when it comes to food, and I will eat a lot of stuff that I don't particularly like just because it's been served to me and I don't want to be wasteful. And I think I also like combinations of food that a lot of other people probably wouldn't ever try or perhaps not like. Like I like spicy food. I like food from all different countries around the world. Before I went vegan, would eat like all parts of the animal. I had no problem with like various pieces. I probably would have like tried bugs and stuff. Obviously I won't now, but I'm very like adventurous when it comes to food. So this, like, it wasn't enjoyable for my taste buds, but it wasn't really horrible, except for maybe the peanut butter and dill pickle sandwich. That was really gross. But the rest of them was just like, oh, it's a pretty ho-hum sandwich. But I would challenge you guys to give it a go. The book is on the internet. I think it's just called Open Library is where I got it from, and you can hire it for like 14 hours for nothing. Even just to like look through some of the recipes, because the woman was really, really obsessed with anchovies. Anchovies and peanut butter, there's a lot of sandwiches with those two ingredients, and the vast majority of them combine ingredients that just shouldn't go together. So it is quite a hoot to read. Let me know if you'd like me to do more of these kinds of videos where I do recipes from the mid-20th century and I try them, especially the scarier ones. I would love to do that. I really want to try these jelly recipes where it's like sweet jellies. Like I know there's aspic, which obviously I'm not going to eat, but there's like normal jelly with food submerged in it and then presented as a wobbly jelly, but it's supposed to be savory, but it's got sweet jelly with it. Intrigued by that. Definitely intrigued by bananas hollandaise. Even after eating the sandwich, I would try it because I feel like maybe it's not as bad as it sounds. Obviously, I'll be veganizing all these as well. So for those of you who maybe are intrigued by these recipes but always figured you couldn't have them because they weren't vegan, I will be veganizing them. So we can go on a food adventure together. But otherwise, guys, that is the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the video and any suggestions for future videos. Come and follow me on my Instagram. Check out my Patreon. As I said, the behind the scenes of this video and all of the prep and more information about the recipes is available on my Patreon, as well as other content and extra perks. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Bye.